Morning guys, just a very quick video to update you on the Eazy Pod review I did back in August. If you haven't seen that video, I do recommend you check it out before you watch this one, and you can do that here. Yeah, so do check that out. Well, I'm conscious that with product reviews, people review them when they're relatively new. It doesn't carry so much weight as a review done when someone's lived with a product for a period of time. So I've now had the pod running on this little pond behind me for approximately 5 months. So I wanted to just do a very quick update on that review and give you my impressions after 5 months, as I think they're probably better when it comes to helping you decide on a purchase. I think it carries a bit more weight now. So as you've just seen, the fish are very active. The pond itself is very clear. In terms of fines, mechanical filtration, absolutely spot on. As you saw, there's no problem at all with that. The pod does keep the water very, very clear. There's 7 small fish in here, fed heavily, and it handles it all, no problem at all. I've actually just turned the air off so you can have a look at the water. It's 4-something degrees, so the fish are not especially active, and they go a bit quiet when I turn the air off as well. But I'll turn the camera around and you can just see if we can have a look at the sort of the clearness of the water. So yeah, as I say, it's difficult to film this, to be honest, but this is kind of looking down into the bottom of the pond. There's a few bubbles floating on the top from the return, but you can see the fish down at the bottom there, 4 foot down, no problem. As I say, yeah, mechanically, no issues at all with the pod, you know, in that respect. So if we go into the filter house, I'll show you the setup that I've got here. I haven't changed anything. I think it's a little dark in here, but I believe this is exactly the same as it was when I made the video. So what we've got is the pod there, as you can see. So it's an Eazy Pod air. This is the 70 litre air pump that comes with the filter. The air comes down this line and out to the bottom drain, the air dome on the pond. For cleaning, open this valve, it's diverted into the filter itself to agitate the K1 media for cleaning. You can see probably in there, I've not cleaned this today, and I do clean my filter out every single day. You can see nice and clean in there, no problem at all. Outlet to the pod is here through a little UV, and then out the back and back to the pond. Now, in terms of biologically, I'll just talk you through the maturation process of the pod. So I filled the pond from the tap, straight from the tap one day. I don't have chloramines, so no issue, no worries with chloramines. Filled the pond one day from the tap. I left it overnight for the chlorine to gas off. It only takes a few hours with the air on. And the following day I put 6 toci in, straight in, and I fed them that day. They were active and hungry straight from day one, so they were fed a premium growth food from day one. The following day I added EA Pure Plus gel, which I can't really recommend highly enough. It's a cracking product. It really does work. I'm not being a big fan. This is the stuff. I was just looking for the bottle. I've never been a fan of these type of bacteria products in the past. I've always felt that they didn't really work, to be honest. But I used the Pure Plus gel from EA, and it was absolutely brilliant. I really can't recommend it enough. So yeah, I added that on day 2. I continued to feed the fish growth food each day, 2-3 times a day. Over a couple of weeks, my ammonia came up, and thankfully my pH is about 7.5 out of the tap, so ammonia toxicity isn't really an issue. I allowed the ammonia to come up, and it came up, and it peaked at about 1.2 milligrams per litre. Stayed there for a week or 2, and then it slowly came down. I added the Pure Plus probably every 3 or 4 days. just as needed. You know, check the water parameters regularly, and I did it every 3 or 4 days. And then obviously as the ammonia came down, the nitrate started to climb. I stopped feeding one day as the nitrate got a little bit high for my liking. The following day I carried on feeding again, and then I did that again one more time. So from day one I missed 2 days of feeding, and that was all. I fed right through. So in terms of new pond syndrome, not really, didn't really have any at all to speak of. K1 micromedia, really good, colonised quickly, particularly for ammonia bacteria. Nitrate slower, as always, as is to be expected with plastic media, but still pretty good. And as I say, not really any new pond syndrome at all. With the Pure Plus gel, with the K1 media, I was able to feed right through. I flush this filter every single day. Every single evening I flush the filter. I have a constant trickle set up, so by the following morning that trickle has topped the filter back up, the pond level back up. So that was how quickly and easily the pod was matured. Now a lot of that is because of my pH of 7.5. I wouldn't have been able to do that so quickly and so easily if my pH had been higher. And if you don't understand ammonia toxicity in relation to pH and temperature, then do check out a video I have on that very subject on my YouTube channel. You can check it out here. It is really worth a watch. It is an absolute game changer, that video. I can't remember which is left and which is right, so it might be here. It's either here or it's here. Anyway, worth a look if you haven't seen it. Yeah, as I say, I don't use the term lightly, but it really is a game changer, particularly for starting up a new filter. Other than that, I still am incredibly happy with the pod. For the price, I got a cracking deal off Waddy at Quality Nishigoi. Yeah, do check Tim out if you're looking to buy a pod or fish or anything like that. He's the top guy, and top products and good prices too. So I got the pod from Tim, no issues at all. Honestly, for ponds, this is just under 1,000 gallons lightly stocked. I'd say 1,500 gallons moderately stocked, 2,000 gallons at a push if you're lightly stocked and you keep on top of it. This filter for the price will do a cracking job. Well worth a look. Highly recommend it. The only issue I have had is with my UV, to be honest. I fitted a 36 watt UV down there. I cut corners basically. I put a cheap one on. I won't name names, but it's a cloverleaf, and it was crap, to be honest. I added a 20. I basically upgraded from a 36 watt cloverleaf UV because the water was green to a 25 watt. It makes no sense, does it? Evo UV 25, so less watts, and that was able to clear the water up. So make of that what you will. Other than that, absolutely spot on, no problems at all, can't fault it. So yeah, I hope that's of some use to anyone looking at maybe buying an Eazy Pod. Until the next video, do stay safe, take care, and do subscribe and hit the like button, hit the notification icon, because I will have a lot of good videos coming up over the winter period to get us through the winter. So yeah, look out for that. And thanks for watching.